So how do you go about getting your hands on your own personal pain in the arse Kuva Lich? And once you do get it, how do you go about shutting it up and killing it? Welcome on in, you beautiful feckers. How you all doing? Now, I'm going to try, and I mean try, to keep this as easy and straight to the point as I possibly can. The grind process for earning Requiem mods and killing your Lich is pretty heavy, and it sounds more complicated than it actually is, but hopefully your weapon at the end of it will be worth it. Unless it's the Kraken, in which case, Nelson, haha. Now, it is also worth noting that when you're creating your own Lich, when you go after that kind of larva enemy, it might be worth taking a certain Warframe, because apparently certain Warframes will determine the element that that Lich's weapon will come with, so whether it's electric, toxin, heat, and so on. According to Reddit, certain Warframes will mean certain elements on that Kuva Lich weapon, so this is the current list on Reddit at the minute, and I will leave the link to this Reddit post in this video's description if you want to maximise the potential of the weapon that you get. I brought Grendel both times that I killed my Kuva Lich, I guess, larva, and both weapons were impact based, which matches this Reddit post, just so you can set yourself up for the perfect weapon. Now, you could also go down the road of, I guess, brute forcing this if you wanted to, which I will go over at the end of this video. Now, first up, how do you get your first Kuva Lich? It's pretty simple. You need to run Grineum missions above level 20 and wait for Kuva Guardians to appear on your screen like this. This is the signal that a Kuva larva enemy has spawned into your mission, and once you kill it, it will then bring life to your Kuva Lich at the end of that mission. Sedna, Adaro or other Grineer Exterminate missions are very good for this process. Now, that's your first Kuva Lich acquired. That's just the start of it. He can't be killed yet, or she can't be killed yet. Just gives you abuse and steals your hard-earned goodies. Now you need to go around and gather Requiem relics in order to get your hands on Requiem mods, the new tier 5 relics basically, to get those mods so that you can eventually kill your Kuva Lich. To get these new relics, you need to farm Kuva Flood and Kuva Siphon missions. The Flood missions have a 100% chance at dropping a relic, or at least they're supposed to, and the Siphon missions have a 30% chance for that relic to drop. Go ahead and farm these relics and run the Kuva Fisher missions on the Kuva Fortress tileset to unlock the relic and hopefully get your hands on some of the new Requiem mods. They are an uncommon drop, so you should get plenty of them. These mods are the poem-based mods that you will eventually have to place in the right order in your Parazon blade so that you can kill your Kuva Lich, kind of by trial and error, or eventually by going down the path of brute force. So, you've basically brought life to your Kuva Lich. You now need to farm Kuva Siphons and Floods for relics. Then you need to farm the relics to earn the Requiem mods. Now you need to put the mods in the right order to kill your Kuva Lich. So that's where you are right now. Next up, you need to run missions on planets that your Kuva Lich has taken control of and kill its thralls, its minions. Now the reason you're killing these is every time you kill one of these, you get what is called a Requiem Murmur. This will fill up a small circle, or I guess a meter if you will, and once that meter is full, you will learn the name of one of those mods. The murmurs are basically fragments that fill up the circle. You have 3 circles in total to fill up. To find out the Requiem mod attached to each one of those circles, you need to fill the circle up. Once you have this done and have the names for all 3 Requiem mods, which you will have, you will learn exactly which Requiem mods you're going to need for that Kuva Lich, all 3 of them. Now you need to place them in the proper order. And the only way to do that, like I said, is by trial and error. Placing one of those Requiem mods into position 1 and hoping it's the right one. Off you go into one of those controlled missions, hunting down your Kuva Lich, hoping it shows up, and then trying to kill it. If it's not the right mod to be in position 1, then the Kuva Lich will kill you. It will level up to level 2, 3, 4 or 5. And each mission will become much harder because enemy levels will scale with the Kuva Lich's level. Now, if it is the wrong mod, then it will be marked as the wrong Requiem mod for position 1. It will basically be turned red with a line through it. So that's not the right mod for position 1, but you know the names of the other 2 mods, so it's just a case of fitting one of those in and hoping that it's one of those. If you do eventually get mod 1 right, then mod 2, mod 3 will be perfect for you anyway because you've got the first 2. Each Kuva Lich has 3 segments to its health bar. Each one of these segments represents a Requiem mod, or an attempt to assassinate the boss. Each time you burn one of those segments down to the bottom of that health, you will then get the chance to stick your Parazon blade into the Kuva Lich, basically assassinate it, 3 times in total throughout the fight. But like I said, if your mods aren't in the right order when you try to assassinate it, it will kill you. Now, to brute force this whole process and bypass some of the grind if you wanted to, you could choose to just ignore the whole Requiem Murmur part of the farm and just go on and pop some of those Requiem mods, because you'll have a fair amount of them, so you could try them all out into position 1 until one of them eventually works, and then the same goes for position 2 and position 3. Just guess and hope for the best, I guess, but each time the Kuva Lich kills you when you get it wrong, like I said, the mission will level up, which in turn will level all of the controlled missions up as well. Between, I think at max level 5 for your Kuva Lich, enemies will be between level 100 and level 120 to begin with. So like I said, you could brute force it if you're comfortable with enemies that level throughout all of your missions as you try to kill your Kuva Lich. Now, unless they remove the ability to bypass the Murmur part, I would imagine it stays in, because it makes the missions that little bit harder and more challenging for you if you wanted to. Chances are your Kuva Lich is going to hit level 5 anyway, regardless of what you do, unless you get really lucky with those mods. But that's basically it. Earn your Kuva Lich, farm Kuva Flood and Siphons for relics, then farm the new tier 5 relics for the new Requiem mods, then farm the Murmurs, and finally trial and error with the placement of those Requiem mods and hope that you get to kill your Kuva Lich. Enjoy your new Kuva weapon, like I said, Kraken, Seer, at least I got the Quartak, right? Fucking impact-based Quartak. Now, my second one actually has the arc gun, so I can't wait to see it because it looks like a monster. Let me know what you think of the new Lich system. I'm enjoying it because it's given me a reason to run mission nodes that I normally wouldn't run. Low-level mission nodes, but with much higher level enemies, so it's nice to run those. The abuse you get from your Kuva Lich is worth it as well. Now, I haven't kind of converted one of them yet. I've just killed my first one and I'm going to kill my second one because I want that arc gun. But I believe converting them means that you don't get to keep the weapon or maybe even the items that they stole on you, but you get a companion that will show up every once in a while whenever they bloody feel like it. Let me know what you think of the new Lich system, whether you're enjoying it or not. Do me a huge favour and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.